Welcome, everyone. Here it is, and this is opening night for both of these squads. What are these games like to play in, Richard?
It's so much fun. You put in so much work in the offseason to improve, to get better, and now it's your opportunity to show it.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. They've got Ricky Rubio, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Here's Doherty. He's on target from 8 feet out. Black with it. On the wing, Levine pulls it, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
How about the confidence that Levine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Outside Rubio. Here's Wiggins. Here's Hickson. Sends it down right in his face.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Wiggins outside. It's hauled in by Black.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Outside Levine, 3-pointer, and again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And since being drafted in 2014, Levine has put in the work to get his 3-point shot where he likes it, really upgrading that deep game.
Now here's Wiggins. From behind the arc, count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Turkoglu. Back to Black. 3-pointer. The rebound by Doherty. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Rubio looking around. Pass to Doherty. Banked it in off the glass. Doherty's got his second basket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Turkoglu's shot is off. Orlando leading. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And Chicago has possession, following the 3-point basket by Orlando. Levine with room to shoot. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
To the inside, Mozgov, and he jams it home with authority.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
It's Wiggins on the wing. There's the triple. Mozgov for the rebound. The Bulls trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. In third, the Bulls.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Chicago on D. They trail by 1. There's a screen to the right side. Outside Rubio. Orlando again missing. For Chicago, they've got 6 of 8 shots to go. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Wiggins for three, and another miss by Orlando.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Mozgov. Black outside. On the wing, Levine. Drills it from deep. Levine's got 10 points.
There's Levine showing out with that high arcing jump shot from the corner.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Rubio. Ellis outside. 6 to shoot. Can they get it? Chicago with a rebound. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year.
Even though they had the better roster, they actually lost the season series to this team last year.
Now here's Rubio. Yet to see a basket. Wiggins right side. Shoots. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Got it. Mozgov's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Chicago going with a whole new group out there. Magic trail by 6. Gordon outside. They set the pick. Launches a three. Terrell with the rebound. Chicago has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. McDaniels, that's good.
I just love the ball movement.
The Magic have got 6 of 14 in so far. Here's Micic. Right wing. And here's Gordon from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Chicago, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back with you. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Setting the floor for the Magic. We've got Davis, and it's Micic in at the 1. Raja with a rebound. Bulls leading by 8. Outside McDaniels. Lets a floater go. 17-foot shot on the way. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Brian, back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. Shoots from 14. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. And Gordon has got the ball here for Orlando. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. To the middle. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Outside Levine. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And Richard, with floor spacing so critical, ball handlers want their teammates to be shot ready.
Oh, yeah, having your feet square, knees bent, hands ready, because ultimately, if you're shot ready, your percentages go up. If your percentages go up, so does your money.
That free throw, no good.
Players with this type of athleticism have Zach LaVine. Historically, they keep people watching on TV and they keep people in the crowd. Why? Because you never know what you're going to see from them.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Ellis outside. Wiggins for 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
Felton pass to Levine. Out to the wing. Pass to Felton. The 3. Hickson with a rebound. Hickson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ellis outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Now here's Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Levine on the take. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Magic. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Wednesday, the San Antonio Spurs come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. Then on Tuesday, they kick off a road trip to New York. Well, they'll take on the Knicks.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Orlando has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Wiggins outside. Gordon outside. Pass to Doherty. This one for 3. Smith with the rebound. Chicago's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, Levine, an aerial assault.
Yeah, he's been turning himself into an absolute elite scorer. Levine is at it again.
Pass to Wiggins. Releases. The wide open shot is on the money. Wiggins got 5 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Lets it go from deep. Have the Bulls get it back. Magic trail by 3. Gordon, the pass to Ellis. And here's Wiggins. He's covered by Levine. They set the pick. Fires for 3. That one is cash from Wiggins.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
And the Magic making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Now here's Black. He's scoreless. Here's Levine for 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Wiggins passes to Rubio. Back to Wiggins. Let's go with a 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Pass to Mozgov. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Outside Rubio. The three is up. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Gets the three to fall. Turkoglu's got 6 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Wiggins outside. And another three for Orlando.
Wiggins getting some instant payback for that three on the other end. You just gotta love the competitive fire.
52 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Fires the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds in the game. Black passes to Turkoglu. Chicago passing it around. Here's Mozgov. Rebound by the Magic.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Now Wiggins. 20 points for him. Jacks up a three. On target from range. Wiggins got 23 points. It's been all about Andrew Wiggins for Orlando. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good match.
See their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
And now, not a bad... Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. How about Andrew Wiggins? Man, is he playing well.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Zach LaVine out there with Anthony Black. Then it's Smith, and it's Turkoglu in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Pass to LaVine. This one for three. Hickson with a rebound. Hickson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Ellis. That's in there. Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 3rd assist of the night.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
To the wing, right side. Here's Turkoglu. Fires in the triple. Turkoglu's got 9.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
To the middle. Here's Doherty. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 6 points for him.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
LaVine can't hit.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
And he's going for the lob. Out left to the wing. Pass to Turkoglu. There's the three. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Ellis passes to Rubio. Wiggins looking around. Mozgov with the rebound.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on the next play, the next shot, and your results, they'll be the results. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
It's been this way all night for Wiggins. He just scores with ease.
Pass to Turkoglu. Back to Black. Clock at 6. That three's off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
There's a screen. Wiggins, left side. It's rebounded by Levine.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Pass to Turkoglu. Shoots over Wiggins. The Bulls with another miss.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
The three is up. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feed. Wiggins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Here's Turkoglu. The three. They grabbed their own miss.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Wiggins outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Turkoglu. 12 points for him. Black outside. Here's Levine for three. Orlando with the rebound. Hickson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Inside. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Stolen by Ellis. Outside Rubio. Wiggins outside. Outside Rubio. Three-pointer. That one no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Black. Another miss. Boy, they're in 7. Outside Rubio, and there's the screen. Wiggins outside. That one falls, coming off Rubio's feed. Wiggins got 31.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. There's a minute 26 left in the third quarter. Raja, the pass to Felton. Here's Raja. Here's Turkoglu. Off the mark there with a three. Here's Orlando. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Back to Rubio. Pass to Campbell. Shot clock at 5. McDaniels with the rebound. Bulls trail by 10. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Raja. Checked by Davis. Raja, good.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Gordon outside. And it's all from three-point range. And here's Chicago.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Shot is good by Gordon.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Orlando ahead. They lead by 8. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. They've got Andrew Wiggins, and it's Campbell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Raja. Outside Levine. They set a pick. Fires from deep. Wow, what a shot by Levine.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Here's Campbell. Here's Micic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Right side Levine. Takes a 3. And Campbell pulls it down.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The 3-point stroke is off.
Here's Micic. For 3. Orlando again missing.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Levine passes to Carroll. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Magic ball.
Both teams will make substitutions. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Pass to Doherty. And here's Wiggins. They set the screen. Takes the 3. Raja with a rebound. Raja's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Levine passes to Felton. Here's Carroll. Here's Felton. From outside the arc, he buries it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
It's time to get down with your matchup. Let's move.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Allie, thank you. And here's Gordon. The 3 ball. Orlando again missing.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
To tie it up. Outside for Levine. Up and over Gordon. Here's Mozgov. And that one is stuffed right through.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
To take the lead. Shot by Levine, no good. For Orlando, they've got nothing to go so far in the fourth. They're 0 for 6. Pass to Wiggins. Six on the shot clock. Orlando again missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Here's Felton to the paint. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Campbell. First personal foul. First team foul.
Elbow. 2.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
No good on the second free throw.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
There's a screen. Wiggins outside. To win the drought. Rebound by the Bulls. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence. LaVine has always seen himself as a top-tier player, and he continues to prove it with his play.
Outside Wiggins. He launches. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, PA. Unbelievable. It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Orlando trailing here. Outside Rubio. There's a screen. Pass from downtown. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
1:52 left in the 4th quarter here. Wiggins outside. Book it! That one goes!
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Bulls trail by 3. Here's Turkoglu. Oh, it doesn't go!
Probably not the shot they had in mind. But you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Wiggins connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
Now Rubio. Here's Wiggins. Clock at 6. Here's the pick. From downtown. And again for 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Let's loose for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And he's talked about wanting to improve his all-around game. LaVine demonstrating just how unselfish he is with that great pass.
And so they foul intentionally. Outside Rubio. And Smith over to help. And now we've got an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Here's Turkoglu. Shoots a 3. The free ball is down. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game out.
Oh, he cannot hit. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Levine. And so Orlando takes the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
At the small forward position.
There's open, the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Michael Redd. Cole is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Peyton. And it's Ariza in at the small forward.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Martin against Redd. Peyton from outside. Podkolzin with the rebound. I've been looking around. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Now here's Peyton. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And the intelligence of Peyton, reading defenses like a book and understanding when to take the shot.
Martin with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Peyton. Ball, a screen on Brogdon. Pass to Redd. Back to Peyton. 6 on the shot clock. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Brogdon the pass to Hendricks. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Martin inside, guarded by Redd. Here's Brogdon, and he converts the layup. Brogdon's got his second basket of the game.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Redd passes to Peyton. Back to Redd. Ball is screen on Martin. To the middle. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look to start the season. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Podkolzin, covered by Peyton. Bucks trail by 5. Bowles setting the pick for Peyton. And the dunk by Bowles.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Buries it from three-point range.
You have to love the approach Peyton takes to the game. An exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
Now, here's Brogdon. Hendricks can't get it to go. Peyton outside. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And superb strength there from Peyton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
Brogdon the pass to Hendricks. Pass to Dang. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. Las Vegas again missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Peyton surveying the floor. The tray. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Oh, nice play call by Peyton. He sees the defensive layout and knows the pick and roll will open things up.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Bowles. Good season for him last year. And one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. Martin from outside. Shot to stop the run. The offensive rebound. Rod Colzine's shot is good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident. And this is what leaders do. Peyton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
So it's Las Vegas now. After the basket by Milwaukee. Brogdon the pass to Hendricks. And here is Dang. Milwaukee with the rebound. Bowles got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's Fry. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Fry's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Dang. Still without a basket. And here's Brogdon from the arc. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Red kicks to Peyton. Back to Red. Ariza outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Dang, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Red misses.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Brogdon the pass to Hendricks. Now Martin. Three-pointer. That one no good. And so the first quarter's in the books. Bucks ahead as they end the first quarter on a 14-4 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
They've got Achua. David Wesley out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Stan Labissiere, and it's Harris in at the 3. So with Peyton on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Thornton out there with Thomas. Then it's Hamed Haddadi. Then there's Bullard. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Guys, back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Thomas passes to Haddadi. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Haddadi's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Las Vegas. On Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. And then on Tuesday.
And looking at the Cavs matchup, that's one to watch for. 4th contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Hendricks is checked in, and it's Dang in for Harris. And then for Milwaukee, Channing Fries checked in for Bullard. Red comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Peyton in for Marcus Thornton. Now here's Peyton. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The shot connects, the jumper drops. Peyton's got 9 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Wesley with the ball. Launches a 3. Hendricks, good. Hendricks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, nice feed by Wesley. Always looking to get others involved.
Thomas against Wesley. Peyton outside. Here's Haddadi. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Bucks second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Podkolzin's checked in for Las Vegas. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Bowles checked in. Now, here's Thomas. Scoreless thus far. Fry finds Peyton. Bowl is screen on Brogdon. Peyton passes to Bowl. Bucket is good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Las Vegas trails by 8. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, pass to Dang. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, here's Thomas. Still scoreless.
Well, the moment that ball is headed towards Thomas, he has one thing on his mind.
Brogdon outside. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. And Las Vegas making a change here. Martin's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Ariza's checked in. Cole setting the pick for Payton. Ariza outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. No coverage that time.
Gary Payton, 3.
Payton's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Here's Hendricks. Pass to Dang. Outside for Martin. Lets it go from deep. Dang can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Red outside. Podkolzin with the rebound. Podkolzin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brogdon the pass to Martin. A 3. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Martin's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And the hand speed showing for Martin on that shot.
Red dishes to Payton. Down low. Here's Cole. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Chalk up 2 there. Gary Payton's got 7 now in this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
See some numbers for Payton. Last season's performance for him, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish, always had his head up, looking for the open man. Outside Dang. Pass to Martin. Here's Hendricks. Back to Martin. Off target from 3-point range. Martin against Red. Outside, Payton from past the arc. Cans it from downtown. And it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Brogdon the pass to Hendricks. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Payton. Pass to Red. Now Payton. Pocket 6. Cole, a screen on Brogdon. Payton from outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And when we talk about guys who just compete, Gary Payton is at the top of that list. He just loves answering that 3 with one of his own.
Outside, Martin. Hendricks. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And so we conclude the first half. Bucks lead by 9. Now let's check in with Allie LaFour. All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
It'll be the Bulls out at United Center against the Magic. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Maybe.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for Vegas.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots,
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game so far from Gary Payton.
And, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Well, this is a nice adjustment, running the offense through him tonight. That's a nice little switch-up.
Brogdon out there with Martin. Then it's Dang. Then it's Podkolzin. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Red kicks to Payton. Bowl a screen on Dang. Payton, that's good.
Gary Payton.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Outside, Martin shoots the 3, and good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 4 assists now tonight. Milwaukee leading by 9. Outside, Payton. Inside. Here's Bull. Fry at the elbow. Ariza against Dang. Let's go. Ariza no look. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Las Vegas. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Milwaukee leading by 4. Now, here is Red. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Payton. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
3-pointer. Martin. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bulls got his 8th rebound here tonight. Red dishes to Payton. Bull, a screen on Brogdon. The 9-foot shot. And it's Bull that time on the assist from Payton. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead. Las Vegas has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Martin from outside. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Red kicks to Payton. Bull, a screen on Brogdon. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Bull.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. David Wesley, he's checked in for Luol Deng. in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Hendricks. And the three off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Payton against Wesley. Takes it off the glass. Bulls got 6 in the quarter.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Ariza against Brogdon. There's the three. Drills it from outside. Brogdon's got 10 points in the game. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Labissiere is checked in for Las Vegas.
Now into the lineup for Las Vegas. Number 3, Labissiere.
Pass to Ariza. Bucks passing it around. Bulls. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. 14 points for him.
And they continue to control the glass.
And here is Wesley. 1:46 left to play in the third. Pass to Martin. Shot clock at 6. Outside to Brogdon. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Payton outside. And it falls over the rim and in. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead. 1:09 left in the third. Las Vegas has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. And stolen by Fry. Red with the ball. Brogdon picks him up. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Michael Redd. Payton's got 9 points in the quarter.
And you see Payton's eyes light up when the break is on. Very opportunistic in those situations.
Outside, Martin. Lets the three fly. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Bull is screen on Western. Payton finds Bull. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Martin. There's the triple. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Wesley against Payton. It's Ariza on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got assist number 8 now on the night. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks ahead, up by 12. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter, next. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Come on, let's keep it going. The ball movement is good, guys. We're getting great shots, but we're giving up too many shots.
Exchanging baskets is what Doc is talking about. That's not what he's looking for, asking his guys to clamp down on defense.
Yeah, I mean, he wants it all. Sees an opportunity for his team to kind of dominate here a little bit and wants them to just take full advantage.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, Haddadi is out there with Bullard. Then there's Cam Thomas. Then there's Payton. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. Harris outside. Pass to Wesley. Outside Dang. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. That one doesn't go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
There's the pick. Ingles passes to Adati. Payton against Harris. Pass to Bullard. Off target from outside. Las Vegas trails by 12. Harris outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Harris has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Las Vegas.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Dang. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Pass to Thomas. Lets it go from 11. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Thomas got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Wesley. Excellent D from Thomas.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Payton passes to Adati. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Scalabus. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
A different look from Milwaukee. Channing Fries checked in for Bullard. Lisa comes in for Joe Ingles. And Michael Redd has subbed in for Thomas. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Now Brogdon. Pass to Martin. To halt the run, and he knocks down the jumper. Martin's got 20 points.
And this is what Martin does best. Once he catches fire, he is capable of taking over games.
Brogdon against Payton. It's over Brogdon. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Las Vegas trails by 15. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Hendricks and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
On the wing, Payton. Uncovered. Doesn't get that one.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Here's Brogdon. There's the pick. Launches it. That one is off.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
From about 19. No good. Las Vegas trails by 12. Got it to go off the glass.
And with great positional size, Martin with the ability to close in and finish like he did there.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. The Bucks making a switch here. Bowles checked in. Payton outside. Jacks up a three. And it's off. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for Las Vegas. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Count it!
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they've closed the gap, and now they're trying to get this to a one-possession game.
Now Ball. Shot clock at 5. Puts up the three. He drills the three.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Brogdon outside. From deep. Can't get it.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Milwaukee.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Gary Payton.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
Takes the three, a three-pointer. Good. Payton against Brogdon. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's...
And a peek into the locker room. Players. Welcome, everyone, to a new season of the NBA. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us at 2K Sports are as we get ready to start the season in style. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Green. And it's Mullen in at the shooting guard position. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Hey, that's the defense's fault right there. I mean, you got to push Mourning much farther away than that.
Curry looking it over. Here's West. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's West, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Pass to Curry. Sabonis with a screen on Clarkson. Sabonis outside. Here's West. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Sabonis to win the run. West misses.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Here's Mullen. Outside Wembanyama. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. Stephen Curry, 3rd.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers, and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Pass to West. Uses the glass on the layup.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Here's Mullen. The 3 from Wembanyama. And the three-pointer goes. Wembanyama's got 9.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Here's West. On the wing, Curry. Picked by Sabonis. He shoots. Nails the wide-open jumper.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Clarkson passes to Wembanyama. Second chance effort. Mourning with the bucket. Mourning's got his second basket on the night.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Clarkson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's West. Pass to Curry. Sabonis with a screen on Clarkson. On the attack, Curry. And here's Sabonis outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Mullen, pass to Clarkson. Throws it up high. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Second in points off turnovers. And one thing they could lean on, night in and night out, was their rim protection. Top 5 in blocks on the year.
Their nightly goal, make things uncomfortable for opposing offenses. That's how they racked up so many steals. Wilson's checked in for the Lakers. Highland comes in for Clarkson. Mullen, pass to Wembanyama. Here's Highland. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Curry. Launches it. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Highland, the pass to Wembanyama. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Duarte's checked in. 1:49 left in the first quarter.
Hey, yo, right here.
Highland looking for an opening. Pass to Mullen from the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 16. And we've got 1:18 left now in the first quarter. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 5.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
No coverage that time.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Here's Duarte. Screen by Lively. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Highland, the pass to Wembanyama. Excellent D there from Lively. Jazz trail by 16. Pass to Duarte. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Wembanyama. That shot off. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Lakers. Torch. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Aaron Nesmith is out there with Bones Highland. Then it's Jaden McDaniels, and it's Wilson in at the 3. Here's Miles. It's deflected.
How about the reach of Mourning? Very impressive and very long, too. An elite shot blocker. He does a good job timing his jump.
Now here's Nesmith. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And there's a pick. Pulls up at the elbow. Deflected. Outside Peyton. Pass to Miles. To the inside. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Highland, the pass to Nesmith. Back to Highland. Inside. Mourning with the bucket. Mourning's got his third basket on the night right there.
Dominant play from Mourning inside. Even when you come to expect it, he's tough to defend against down low.
Three-pointer. Highland misses. Jazz trail by 18. With the floater. Rebounded by Mourning. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Here's Duarte. Nesmith covering. Peyton. It's blocked. And they get it back. Robinson passes to Peyton. Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Buries it from 3. Miles has got his first 3 points of the game.
And Peyton really demonstrating once again his incredible upside. I mean, his passing is one of the things that set him apart.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Fires for 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Ori. He's covered by Clarkson. Curry passes to Duarte. Utah making a switch here.
First team foul. Substitution for your Jazz. Number 34.
Here's Ori. No made baskets yet. 6 to shoot. The teardrop. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Boy, Curry is just such a fabulous shot maker. Really knows how to adjust his motion for any distance or defense.
To the middle. Here's Mourning, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Horry. Utah moving the ball around. The three. The shot by Miles, no good.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And Los Angeles making a change here. Neesmith's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. 5th, the Jazz.
The players in the league that worry about getting their numbers each night were often disappointed when playing this team last year. They were one of the best at opponents' points allowed per game. They set the bar pretty high for their defense this year.
Here's Horry. No points so far. Pass to Lively. Down low. Stolen by Wembanyama. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Ball's going up the court. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Curry against Clarkson. We've got 1:48 left in the second period. Shot's good by Sabonis.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, which should help them cut into that deficit.
Pass to Mullen. They set a pick. Here's Mourning. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
There's 1:17 left in the first half. The three from Curry. And again, it's Utah with a three.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Clarkson outside. Knocked away. Curry with a steal. To the wing on the left. Horry passes to Sabonis. Here's West. Pass to Curry. There's the triple. West misses. The Lakers lead by 16. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Clarkson missing. Here's Horry. Neesmith covering. Curry against Clarkson. Sabonis with a screen on Clarkson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
1 second left. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with an impressive 16-point lead. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet and...
Changing gears now. Thanks for tuning in.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Domantas Sabonis out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's West in at the 2. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Jazz trail by 18. Pass to Curry. Here's West. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clarkson.
And they made it into the top 5 in lowest opponent scoring. Playing this team, you had to work for every point. They took a lot of pride in their defense, and it showed.
And in talking about their defense, it illustrates what a grind it was to face this team. They wore opponents down with relentless pressure. There were no easy shots against these guys last year. Back to Wembanyama.
Screen, screen, screen.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Until Will Hardy calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And now let's take a look at the scoring breakdown tonight as divided up between the starters and the reserves for the Lakers. Here's Ori. No points yet. Pass to West. Here's Ori. Green covering. Lively with a screen on Clarkson. Here's Curry. Here's West from downtown. Utah with another miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well. Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Ori. Oh, they pick off the pass. To the paint. Here's Mourning. And he dunks it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back three against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
So it's the Lakers now, following the three by Utah. Mullen can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Clarkson against Curry. Pass to West. Utah moving the ball around. Lively passes to Sabonis. Off target from outside.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Poke loose. He's got a clear path. And here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Payton's checked in for Utah. The Lakers also with a sub. Highland's checked in. Jazz trail by 20. Screen by Lively. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
And, you know, we certainly know Mourning is capable of this. Once he gets going now, he can catch fire.
And it's Utah with the ball. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to West. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Goes back up. Shots blocked.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys, back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Payton.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Here he goes. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
The reason Payton has a promising future in this league is because he's a stat sheet stuffer. He does it all.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Lakers.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Şengün checked in for Lively. And he makes both free throws.
Elfrid Payton is known primarily for his playmaking ability. The way he moves the ball is exactly what you want from your point guard.
Pass to Wembanyama from deep. And Los Angeles, another three.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Jazz shooting just 37% in the game. Şengün, a screen on Highland. To the inside. And Şengün gets it to go.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Jazz foul call. Doug West. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. And there's the screen. Here's Highland. Here's Mourning. Another shot. It's rebounded by Şengün. Challenging stretch here for Utah. Outside Payton. Pass to Duarte. Back to Payton. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Mourning's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. To the middle. Robinson with a steal. It's Duarte on the wing. Covered by Wembanyama. Outside Payton. Şengün, a screen on Highland. Clock at 6.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Wilson passes to Wembanyama. Outside Highland. Şengün with a steal. Here's Payton. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Lakers. Getting it done from range. He's hit 6 triples so far. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that. Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean,
Hey, who got him? Help. Get there.
Get Jordan.
Step out of that. Pull it. Shot. Let it hit it. Oh. You know what's up. Hey, watch Green.
Close again.
There you go, man.
You got double. Back up. That's what the ring room's for. Ah!
Way to get that.
Yep.
You even trying out here?
This is my house.
Hey, yo, D up on Steph.
Rotate. Help. Shooting. Box.
And in the locker room, well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Joe Dumars. Sean Kemp is out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's Snow, and it's Hibbert in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here is Miller. Outside Dumars. Drains it from beyond the arc. Dumars got the opening basket of the game for the Knicks. So here we go. It's game one of the regular season for both teams. And Doris, each one wants to start their year on the right foot.
Yeah, both of these teams have been waiting all summer for this game. Tip off to a new season. I can't wait, Kevin.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
A three ball. Another three for New York.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Outside ball. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Dumars. 6 points for him. Snow, the pass to Hibbert. Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Ball with the bucket.
Boy, early in his career, LaMelo Ball has let you know I am dangerous from deep. The free ball is good.
Pass to Snow. Miller outside. And again, it's New York.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Hardaway from outside. And again, Sacramento with the 3.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Outside Dumars. Hibbert with the screen. Dumars kicks to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Number 1, the Knicks.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Now, here is Smith. Pass to Hardaway. The 3 hits the three-point bomb. Hardaway's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Kings.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. First opportunity here in their inaugural game of the season to go up against Sacramento. Andrew Bogut is checked in for Smith. And New York with a change here, too. Brown's checked in. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. For 3, shots good by Miller. Miller's got his second bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Pass to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Granger inside the line. And Sean Kemp picks up the foul. That's his first foul. First team foul. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. 6 to shoot. Ball, the pass to Okafor. Here's Bogut. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Now listen, this guy's always been a solid offensive rebounder, right? Andrew Bogut, you've got to account for his anticipation and size.
Now, here's Dumars. He has 6. Pass to Kemp. And Okafor with the block. They retain possession. And here's Kemp. It's hauled in by Bogut.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Outside Hardaway. Bogut sets a screen for Hardaway. Back to ball. The Kings need to get off a shot. Ball against Brown. Pass to Dumars. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Granger's got it. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Kings.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for New York. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Sacramento making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. Okafor sets the pick for Hardaway. Emeka Okafor, the bucket on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight. 1:37 left here in the opening quarter. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And some changes here for the Kings. Jones comes in for Okafor. And it's Granger in for Ball. Then for the Knicks, Kings checked in for Hibbert. Brandon Miller comes in for Whitmore. And Daniels subbed in for Dumars. And the Knicks miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hardaway finds Jones, hammers the alley-oop through.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
So when we talk about value players, Doris, Derek Jones comes to mind.
Oh, Kevin, there is absolutely no doubt he deserves to be in this category. This guy combines great athleticism with an ability to knock down shots because he's worked at it. And defensively, we know he's going to make things tough on his opponent.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here is Miller. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's 6 points from Brandon Miller. Sacramento leading by 10. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hardaway for 3. Kemp with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting well. Pass to Brown. Kemp. 3 seconds left. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Kings lead by 10. And will return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Jones is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Danny Granger. And it's Peterson in at shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Reeves can't hit. Knicks trail by 7. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to King. And he drives in. And he gets it to go. King's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
Here's Peterson. Sacramento moving it around. Nurkic a screen on Brown. Bounce pass from Reeves. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Brown. Reeves can't hit.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Miller dishes to Daniels. Daniels a screen on Reed. Brown the pass to King. Off target with his 3. Kings leading now by 5. Granger with the ball. Pass to Jones. And it's King with the rebound.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here is Daniels. Back to King. Miller, right side. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by Nurkic. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, my goodness. Great timing on the rejection by Nurkic. Such good defense there.
And the Kings making a change here. Bogut's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Walker's checked in for Jackson. And it's Henderson for Antonio Daniels.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 9. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's Peterson. No scoring in this one. Jones with the screen on Henderson. Can they get it? Jones, no luck. And it's Henderson with the ball for the New York Knicks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The Kings have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Bogut sets a screen for Reeves. Pass to Granger. Launches it. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 5 rebounds tonight. Close the alley-oop.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Jones with the screen on Brown. Here's Reeves. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And you know the drive is coming from Reeves, but you still can't stop it.
Knicks trail by 4. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, Kevin, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And a new group in for the Knicks. Ken's checked in for Walker. Cam Whitmore comes in for Miller. Dumars, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Snow in for Brown. Now, here's Ball. 6 points for him. Smith sets the pick for Hardaway. Here's the screen. Back to Ball. Here's the 3. Kemp with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Snow. Outside Dumars. Here's Whitmore. On the wing, Dumars. Over Hardaway. Out that one, and the Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Dumars.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass the ball. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Kemp with the steal. Here's Whitmore. And he hits it to tie the game up. Whitmore's got his first bucket of the night.
An old-school shot from Whitmore. There is still some value in that mid-range.
Outside Hardaway. Misses the 3. New York with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Ball against Snow. Over Ball. That one wide left.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Hardaway passes the ball. Back to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Hardaway's got 8.
Come on now, that's easy money.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
What a fighter. Whitmore was determined to get that to go.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Hardaway against Dumars. Smith sets the pick for Hardaway. Ball from long range. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Knicks as they end the second quarter on a 15-4 run. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And greetings from the 2K and swerving off topic for a moment since this is the halftime show. I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back? And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
Contributions.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Brandon Miller really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Snow. Kemp is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then there's Dumars, and it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Ball with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Dumars. Five on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Snow. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball, the pass to Okafor. Shoots over Dumars. Again, the miss by the Kings.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
It's deflected. Oh, offensive interference. For Sacramento, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Hardaway with the bounce pass. No one near him. Good on the shot. Hardaway has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Kings. Here's to Hibbert. Miller surveying the floor. From deep. Okafor with the rebound. The Kings leading. Granger passes to Hardaway. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Hibbert.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
Back to Miller. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 3 assists tonight.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass the ball. Back to Hardaway. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Outside Dumars. Here's Snow. Pocket 6. Three-pointer. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Hardaway, no good.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
It's taken away by Smith. Outside, Ball. Launches a 3. Smith, no luck. The Knicks have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Miller with the ball. And Granger picks him up defensively. Pass to Dumars. Here's Hibbert. Lays it up off the glass. Hibbert's got 6.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Jones checked in for the Kings. And New York with a change here, too. Brown is checked in for Snow. Ball finds Okafor.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Jones, the pass to Hardaway. Jones with the screen on Dumars. Back to Jones. That's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Dumars the pass to Hibbert. And Jones over to help. And it's Hibbert missing.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Pass the ball to end the drought. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hibbert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Oh, beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Ball, the pass to Jones. Now here's Hardaway. Let's a floater go. Knicks with the rebound. Hibbert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And here's Dumars outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ball finds Jones. And here is Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Okafor. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Knicks leading by 5. Brown the pass to Dumars. Back to Brown. New York moving it around. Here's Kemp. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 10. We've got 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. For the Knicks, Kings checked in for Hibbert. And it's Patterson in for Kemp. New York with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to Miller. Inside. And it's sent back by Bogut.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Here's Dumars. And so it's the New York Knicks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Austin Reeves out there with Hardaway. And it's Bogut. And it's Smith. And it's Peterson and the 3 set. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Hardaway. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here's Peterson. Smith outside. On to Hardaway. Smith with a screen on Snow. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway finds Reeves. Shoots over Brown. And again, it's Sacramento converted.
Boy, Austin Reeves is a handful in that mid-range area.
Pass to Whitmore. And the Knicks miss again. For Sacramento, they've got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
New York trailing. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And some changes here for the Kings. Okafor's checked in for Bogut. And it's Derek Jones in for Austin Reeves. And New York with a change here, too. Hibbert's checked in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Hardaway for three. And it's Whitmore with the rebound.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
To the right side. Hibbert against Okafor. Shot clock at 6. Fades back. Hibbert hits the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Pass to Whitmore. Back to Brown. Here's Snow. There's the triple. Tries again. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Knicks?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Here's Snow. Sacramento able to drain the three. And it's Miller in the corner. Puts up a 3. Okafor with the rebound. Okafor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dumars against Hardaway. Outside, Ball. Outside Hardaway. No good from outside.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Here's Snow. Miller buries the deep ball.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
Ball against Snow. Here's Ball. And he jams it in.
LaMelo living the life. That is a big-time bucket. Go ahead.
Hardaway against Dumars. Fires from 14. Smith there for the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Hardaway. LaMelo. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
LaMelo Ball, shot ready, always.
New York's got some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Hardaway against Dumars. Kempa screen on Hardaway. Fires from 14. That does not go.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. Strong move off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And that one sent the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch. This guy embraces coming up big for his team.
Dumars against Hardaway. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Off the glass.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within two. So he gets them both. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. All the way up top, covered by Dumars. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ball. Connect on the chin.
LaMelo Ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation. This guy unafraid of big shots.
Now Miller for three. Knocks down the three.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Timeout, King. Now here's Hardaway. Smith with a screen on Dumars. The three doesn't go. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. We've got Danny Granger, Okafor out there with Smith. Then it's Ball, and it's Hardaway in at the 2. Smith sets the pick for Ball. From outside, Miller there for the rebound. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for New York. Here's Snow. Kemp inside. He's covered by Ball. Miller missed on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside, Smith. Now Ball. Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Releases from 15, and good that time.
And he's showing us a little bit of everything now. Taking a leaner, there's still one on it.
We're just over a minute into overtime here. There's a good screen. Now Miller. Shoots the 3. It's off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The drive by Ball.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
It's taken away by Smith. Finishes inside on the nice dip.
Aggressive move in the painted area. Just make some things happen.
Outside Dumars. Cruise it down. What an assist!
Wow, I'll tell you, Kemp is not your average dunker. This guy rocks the rim.
On the wing, Hardaway. Covered by Dumars.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
New York's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall in overtime. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Just 5 to shoot. Hibbert with a screen on ball. And he banks the layup in.
Good decision by Snow. He's not looking to score. Eric wants to move the ball.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Kings.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Now Miller fires the 3. No good there. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 7-point game.
Boy, critical trip to the line. He knocks him in and gives him a little cushion down the stretch.
Hardaway against Dumars.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So the Kings win it. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Penny Hardaway.
Oh, say does
The start of a fresh season, but we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Edwards out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Danilo Gallinari. And it's Jones in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So it's Detroit now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Griffin outside. Pass to Bay. 4-3. Jones grabs the board. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I heard Coach go over the dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. He was all alone on that one.
Well, Bay knows his team needs this from him, and he's just finding ways to get productive at the arc.
down low. Here's Jones, and the dunk by Jones.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Harris. Pass to Holiday. Back to Harris. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Gugliotta.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Inside. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Bay. Holiday with the ball. Guarded now by Smart. And the basket by Holiday.
Hey, Holiday sees the lane and does not hesitate.
Holiday against Smart. Pass to Edwards. Lets the three fly. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Bay from behind the arc, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
All about confidence in these moments. Bay able to attack immediately.
Holiday against Smart. A good look from Gallinari. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Well, Domantas Sabonis, already top 10 all-time in triple-doubles.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer, rebounder, and playmaker. And B.A., he continues to add layers to his game, and he's still in the thick of his prime.
And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gallinari. Here's Gugliotta, defended by Griffin, and that one's good. Gugliotta.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. To the inside, here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
And that's on the defense right there. Griffin is too good once he gets the positioning he wants.
Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Holiday. Now here's Bay. Detroit moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. From the wing. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Outside Edwards. Over Harris. Edwards can't hit. The Pistons have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Harris passes to Holiday. Screen by Griffin. Holiday, that one's good. Holiday's got 7 points.
Well, if you look at Holiday's three-point numbers, they're more than solid. It's an underrated part of his game.
Now here's Smart. Still without a bucket. Edwards, no good. And there's the lob. Ooh, poked away. Gallinari against Bay. A nice shot by Gallinari.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. For the Pistons, Randall comes in for Griffin. And it's Flynn in for Harris. And the Warriors making a change here. Edwards against Holiday. Pass to Bay. Randall deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. And here's Holiday. And again, no good by Detroit. 1:05 left in the first quarter here. And he lobs it up top.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. The Pistons trailing. Here's Flynn. Bay outside. Lets it go from deep. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Randall is screen on Edwards. Holiday from long range. It's rebounded by Golden State. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jones, and the dunk by Jones.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Holiday with the ball. 7 points in the game. Pass to Mirasan. Over Jones. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
So on the floor for Golden State, Anthony is out there with Patrick Williams. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Stoudemire in at the 5. First free throw is good. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the 2 biggest areas. Those are beat-yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
Now here's Bay. Outside Holiday. Back to Bay. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Tipped. In transition, here come the Warriors. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I haven't been lying to you. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Allie.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Holiday against Anthony. Bay from long range. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
And the basket by Stoudemire.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Anthony against Holiday. Bay outside. Screen by Griffin for 3. And again, the Pistons missing. The Warriors lead by 7. Down low. Outside Kuminga. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. From 10 feet away, Rodman, no good. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And Williams punches it home.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Harris is checked in for Detroit. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Holiday finds Bay. Detroit moving the ball around. Harris outside. Pass to Mirasan. Clock at 4. Griffin on the wing. Stop the drought. Offensive rebound. And that one drops. Mirasan's got his first points of the game.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And here's Harris. No made baskets yet. Bay from long range. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here's the 3. Mirasan pulls it in. Pistons trail by 6. Now here's Harris. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. And Detroit another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
And the Pistons making a change here. Kleba's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Gallinari, he's checked in for Williams. Now here's Edwards. Jones with a screen on Bay. Gallinari, the pass to Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
Good on the bucket. Mirasan's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
To the paint. That's good from Jones. And the assist from Smart.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Now Holiday. 10 points for him. Kleba, screen on Smart. Pass to Mirasan. Here's Holiday. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. And no good. The Warriors lead by 5. Here's Smart. No points yet. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half of this game. Harris passes to Holiday. Here's Mirasan, defended by Jones. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Smart with the ball. Edwards for 3. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Smart's got 8 assists here tonight.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Bay with a screen on Smart. Pass to Bay. Shot to stop the run. Bay shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Jones with a screen on Holiday. Outside Edwards. The 3-ball. Mirasan pulls it in. Mirasan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes a first. Julius Randle's checked in for Kleba. Good on both. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this one. Gallinari against Bay. Outside Gallinari. Jones with a screen on Bay. With 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Warriors on top, up 5. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole.
Taking a peek now. Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Saddiq Bey.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Saddiq Bey out there with Griffin. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Mirson in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Jones with a screen on Bey, 5 to shoot, and it's Smart missing. Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Harris. Back to Holiday. The 3 is up. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Look, Holiday makes more than enough of those to keep the defense honest.
Smart against Holiday. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Gugliotta. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Gugliotta has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Griffin, a screen on Smart. Pass to Griffin. 3-pointer. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Shows you how far Griffin has come as a shooter. Zero hesitation on the catch and shoot.
Outside Edwards. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Bey finds Harris. The offensive rebound. Mirson, that's good. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow. Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Smart. Inside, Mirson. And he makes it. Mirson's got 4 points this quarter.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Bey against Smart. Bey passes to Harris. Here's Mirson. Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to Harris. Bey from long range. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Left side, Gallinari. They set the screen. From 7. Kicks it out to Smart. The 3. And Smart nails the triple.
Quick release there from Smart.
And Harris has got the ball here for the Pistons. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be their 2nd of a 5-game stretch at home. Griffin, a screen on Smart. Holiday passes to Mirson. Bey from long range. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mirson misses. The Warriors trailing. Here's Smart. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, Smart is a relentless competitor whose impact always goes beyond the box score. The league could always use more players like him.
Williams is checked in for the Warriors.
Well, they tied it up, but that was a good chance to pull in front.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Bey. Launches it. Williams grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Smart passes to Gallinari. Williams on the wing. Jones sets a screen. Floats one. They get it back. Bey passes to Holiday. Griffin outside. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Harris on the wing. And again, no good by Detroit.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And here's Smart. Pass to Gugliotta. Here's Jones. Misses off the right iron. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Now here's Holiday. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Marcus Smart, third.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Bass, he's checked in for Griffin. Outside Gallinari for the lead. The rebound by Detroit. Mirasan's got 8 rebounds in the game. Smart against Holiday. There's a screen to the inside. There's the steal. Gallinari against Holiday. Gallinari, the pass to Smart. 1:10 left in the third. 4 on the clock. From downtown. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Detroit has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Harris passes to Holiday. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Pass to Williams. Here's Stoudemire. On target from about 13 feet. Stoudemire's got 6.
I know he was wide open, but that fadeaway was cash.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Holiday. To the middle. It's intercepted. Williams on the wing. Oh, stolen by Harris. Hey, from long range. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Big time shot. They have to feel great going into the fourth.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Pistons on top, up by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Kuminga is out there with Williams. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Cole Anthony. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5. Edwards looking for an opening. 5 on the clock. Over Holiday. Edwards can't hit. The Pistons lead by 4. Down low. And Griffin slams it in.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And there's the drive. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. And Detroit making a change here. Sasser's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Scott's checked in for Felicio. Sasser outside. Pass to Griffin. Back to Sasser. Over Edwards. Rebound by Stoudemire. Warriors trail by 6. Inside, here's Scott. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, this team wants Kuminga to do that more.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And again, no good by Detroit.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Stoudemire, the pass to Kuminga. Anthony, right side. Pass to Stoudemire. Edwards against Bay. Fires from the wing. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Sasser outside. Jacks up a three. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Anthony. Holiday grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
Pass to Griffin. There's the triple. They get it again. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Mirasan, guarded by Edwards. 5 to shoot. And Griffin gets it to go.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Warriors. 7-point differential. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Over to the left wing, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Pass to Griffin. Back to Holiday. Here's Bay. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Gallinari. Here's Mirasan. Uses the glass to drop it in.
They have hit the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
Warriors trail by 9. Now here's Smart. Outside Edwards. From deep. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Pass to Holiday. Griffin, a screen on Smart. Holiday. Outside Harris. Beyond the arc. Another shot. And yes, sir. Lays it up and in.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Bay against Gallinari. Here's Jones. Smart up top. Now Gallinari.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Now Harris. Holiday outside. He drills the wide open jumper.
Nice quick shot from Holiday. Not giving the defense time to react to him having the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Gallinari. Bay rips down the board. Detroit leading by 8. Holiday outside. Griffin in the post. He gets it to go.
At this stage in his career, Griffin brings with him a deep arsenal of moves inside.
Gallinari against Bay. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Holiday outside. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter here. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Gallinari. Here's Gugliotta. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
And that one misses. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Detroit. They've led by as much as 10, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Griffin, left side. The putback, and he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. They're down by 8. Edwards with it. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Yeah, it just seems like every year Edwards gets more comfortable running the pick and roll.
And he commits the intentional foul. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Here's Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a tray. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 2 seconds.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Timeout called, the Warriors. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Harris against Edwards. Smart outside for 3. Oh, it's off. And so it's Detroit with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.